What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And I'm out here, man versus wild. No, I'm just bullshitting. I ain't never doing that. And no naked and afraid either. I'm good on that too. Nobody wants to see my fat ass out here naked. I can promise you that. Anyways, I don't know why they're starting to like this. Jesus. In today's video, some news just broke, and we're going to find out the long-term vision of Antonio Filosa for Stellantis. And I'm here for it. Let's talk about it. Man, this will almost be a nice little grass airstrip right here. You could probably land something here, huh? Anywho's, guys, our 1969 Dodge Charger giveaway is coming to an end. If you want to get in on it, there are very few extra entries at a massive rate remaining. And there's also some that are comboed with the 2005 Dodge Ram Viper truck. So you get the same amount of entries on both at one price. You really can't beat that. But that is up till now. The Dodge Charger does close out on the 17th. If you want to get in on it, link is in the description down below, tk'sgarage.bigcartel.com. So we're finally getting Antonio Filosa's vision for the company, according to an article I'll put up here on the screen for you, on May 21st. Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about the dates, but I am going to be in Detroit during that time period. I will be in Detroit for an event. I don't even think I can say the brand, but just know it's a Mopar brand. I will be in Detroit for a brand doing some media stuff. And if I get the opportunity and this vision is dropped, or spoken about by Antonio Filosa, if I get the opportunity, and I've only got to speak to this man one time at Roadkill, I might try to see if I can set up some time to maybe have a 15-minute or 20-minute sit-down interview with him and see what's up. So I have a feeling he's going to talk about the brands he's going to focus on, and I think it's going to realistically deal with Ram and Jeep first. I think they are going to talk about Peugeot because they have to. It's not, look, I guarantee you it has nothing to do with them wanting to have Peugeot. I can guarantee you that. It's because they have these French idiots on the board, and they have to. Like, they don't have a choice. So they're going to focus on Peugeot. They're going to focus on Fiat. And I think Fiat becomes a budget brand. But this is the thing. Everybody thinks they're not going to focus on Chrysler. Chrysler, let me put it like this. I just saw a video. Shout out to my guy, Black Car Guru. He's not far from me here in Oxford either. But I just saw a video from him talking about what Stellantis could do to really boost sales or recover the company in terms of the auto sector. And I gotta agree, man. He literally said, you bring back the Neon, you bring back an SRT4 with that smaller Hurricane, or, you bring back the Turbo 4 Hurricane, the 2.0, right? The baby Hurricane. Or if you really want to be ballsy, you bring that out standard, and then you bring out the SRT version of that car, and you just bring out the regular inline six Hurricane, not even the high output Hurricane. You wouldn't be able to keep these damn things in stock. You know what I'm saying? And then you could have a limited edition model of this food stamp car, and you could put the high output Hurricane in that small car. You would not, especially if that car is 35,000 or 40,000 at the top special edition level, you would not be able to keep that son of a bitch on dealer lots. I literally just had a whole conversation last night with owners of two massive dealership groups that own Stellantis dealerships, right? And they were like, why can't they get this? And I don't think it's Matt literally just took over Chrysler, and he's been, the CEO of Dodge. But I don't think it's not Matt wanting to build this stuff. It's getting it out, right? Getting a build, getting the certification done. And don't get it twisted. There's so much more shit that I know that I don't talk about because I don't want to blow up shit that could, potentially damage the company, or people talk so much bad shit about it that the board tries to pull something back or have them stop development on a car. So there's definitely cars coming, right? I know for a fact. And there's going to be a car that's going to be a Dodge and a Chrysler, and it will be an SRT. I know that for a fact. I've seen the shit. I've seen the documents for this shit. I've seen what the clay models look like for this shit. And it makes a lot more sense now. Like, I felt like a bumbling fool a little bit when, we were talking about the Viper. The Viper's coming back, this Viper thing. And looks like a Viper, or looks like a Viper-esque, but not a Viper. More on that in a minute, because more on that in a video, maybe later today, maybe tomorrow, because we know now, after what the ZR1X did to the Dodge Demon, that there's something coming. There's definitely something coming. But are you excited for Antonio Filosa's long-term vision? Because I am. I want to know, like, without a doubt, where the company's heading, right? Because I'm at a point now where I either want to, because I've recovered a little bit of my losses from the stock moving, I want to buy in more, or I want to mitigate some of my investment. And it really depends on what Filosa says. And for me, what it comes down to for me, right? It's them building shit that customers want, because that's what's going to sell, and that's what's going to pad the pockets of the company. Ram and Jeep are single-handedly floating all 14 brands, without a doubt. And fuck all that shit. I don't want to hear, Peugeot this, Peugeot my balls, all right? Peugeot my nutsack, because Peugeot is, 5%? Let me be generous, 8%? Fuck out of here, okay? Just get the fuck out of here. It's Ram and Jeep. Ram and Jeep are carrying this damn company. Getting onto an unbeaten path out here. So, what does that mean? Does that mean, that they're not going to focus on Chrysler, or they're not going to focus on Dodge? No, that's not what that means at all. I think they focus on both, clearly. But let me know what you guys think what Filosa is going to say on the 21st. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends. What's different about being out here, though, is maybe you'll run into some, like, Deliverance-esque type of shit. But I don't have to worry about the hills have eyes type of shit that we had in Nevada. I'm getting demonetized on this one. I don't care.